And here we go, full forward. Brought this scooter today on purpose because I want to test Hubsan Zino Mini SE active tracking. That is a new tip for you to get beautiful cinematics without having skills of stick combination. Shows an issue that it wasn't able to lock the GPS satellites in time. If you want to get some nice cinematic shots around a slow-moving object, come on, man! Hubsan, this 5 meters altitude is...
Oh!
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, AliShanMao here. And yes, Hubsan Zino Mini SE hovering in the background. And we are back for more flight testing of Hubsan Zino Mini SE aerial filming quadcopter with 4K camera and some of the nice coolest features. And many of you have requested that I should test the Hubsan Zino Mini SE during daytime because you want to see how the camera performs during daytime. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video, flight testing of Hubsan Zino Mini SE 4K aerial filming quadcopter during daytime. Today, before flight, when I was at home, I updated the firmware. Of course, that was a forced firmware update, and after updating, it's right here. We're gonna do the flight testing. Okay, so quadcopter is ready. Shows an issue that it wasn't able to lock the GPS satellites in time. Normally I kept waiting and waiting, and it took very long to properly lock 6 to 12 satellites, and only then it will allow you to take off in GPS flight mode. So Hubsan seems to have fixed that problem, man. It locked 21 satellites. So that issue is gone. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Hubsan. Let's take off and test its features. First off, taking off, and I will test its hovering. Today is slightly windy, not very windy, okay? And you can see hover is quite good. And yes, I'm riding my Cyberbot Mini 1000-watt electric scooter, for which I also posted a follow-up video on my channel. Go check out some of the people who were really interested in a follow-up video of how this scooter is behaving after I rode it in rain and water and, you know, so far. So there's a video about it, and I brought this scooter today on purpose because I want to test Hubsan Zino Mini SE active tracking. And that's what a lot of people are very much interested in, because active tracking on Hubsan Zino Mini Pro was done at the app level, but in Zino Mini SE the active tracking is done at the hardware level in the drone itself, and it is much better, much more interesting to see that this thing can keep up with good speed. So we'll test that as well today. Alright, so hover seems to be nice and solid. Let's fly in normal mode and see what is the speed I'm getting. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right here and come with the wind. All right, full forward. .5 meters per second. I was very close to that shrub right there. Okay, now full forward again, going against the wind. Ooh, why? 8.7 meters per second. Okay, might be the wind has changed its direction, and maybe this is against the wind. So again, full forward in normal flight mode, it's doing 8.6, 8.7, again the same. So, well, winds are not probably affecting today too much. So that was that. Now I'm switching to my favorite expert mode. Yes, and here we go, full forward. Still 8.6 mode. What is happening? Did I not switch in expert mode? Hold on, let me check once again. Film mode, normal mode, expert mode. Oh, now they have changed it. The expert mode requires aircraft to be at 5 meters altitude. Come on, man. Hubsan, this 5 meters altitude is really pissing me off now. I mean, it's gonna piss many people off as well. All right, so 6 meters altitude, and here I go, full forward. Wind is coming from the same side as well. 15 meters per second. Okay, that was nice. So I'm just gonna climb slightly higher and go full forward again. Against the wind now. Yes, winds have changed. 10.7 meters per second. That's the max I'm getting. So if you're less than 5 meters, you cannot fly sports mode. Come on, that is just ridiculous. I hope, Hubsan, you're listening. I'm sorry, but please, its sports mode should be available less than 5 meters altitude as well, please. See, now I'm flying low altitude and I'm not getting that speed, because if we had, you know, less altitude expert mode, we can get some really nice cinematic footage of drone going really nice and fast, you know. Unfortunately, now we have to fast forward our footage. Please, Hubsan, remove this pointless restriction. Anyway, so this is this. Now let's test some other features. So now I'm gonna switch to film modes, and oh, it became turtle, man. This is where you will get extremely nice cinematics. Okay, so full forward, and I am getting 3.1 meters per second. Okay, and I'm turning around. Oh man, the turn even became so slow. Coming with the wind. Seems like it's now controlling its speed, huh? 3.1 meters per second, nothing more than that. All right, so let's get out of this dreaded film mode. Well, dreaded film mode can give you some very, very stable and nice footage. For example, if you want to do a nice and slow panorama, point of interest, something like that, you can get very, very stable and nice footage. Now let's test the most wanted feature, that is active track on Zino Mini SE. Time for me to ride my scooter and see if Zino Mini SE can keep up or not. Okay, now I'm gonna test the creative modes and see how they are going to work. So start recording the screen. I'm gonna go creative video. It says less than 4 meters you cannot do, so I'm just gonna go up. Okay, go to creative video, and say fly to sky. Let me just see, my altitude should be, yeah, good enough. Let's do droney. Okay, drag on the screen target, that's me right there, and how far you want to go. 100 meters. Okay, good. So click go to open. Bye bye Zino Mini SE. So now it's gonna go 100 meters and then back, should be back to the same point. And I'm gonna go creative mode, comet, draw, very well. Clockwise will go this way, okay, yeah, and say go. Okay, I'm slightly out, but now I'm back in center. Now I'm going to the right. It's still tracking me and going around as a comet should do. Ooh, nice, I'm still in the center. Nice. Okay, how long are you gonna do comet? Come on. One complete circle. Sun in my eyes. Ah, beautiful then. And it's nice and warm. Okay, comet is done. Let's go chase the boat. Man, I saw those cables, those high voltage power lines right there. I saw those while I was chasing that boat in I wanted to chase it in active track mode, and active track was actually on. I saw those cables, man. It was really close. Anyway, the quadcopter is back on RTH. Okay, I activated the RTH. There is a little bit of deviation, but I have my quadcopter back, and that is the most important thing. So what I just found is, if you want to get some nice cinematic shots around a slow moving object, and you don't have skills to do those stick combinations like I was doing with those two big boats or two barges racing, if you don't have those skills, what you can do is activate the active track, track one object, start recording, don't click on go. Once the active track starts, start recording and move the sticks left and right, that is roll, and drone Zino Mini SE will track the object, keep the camera on it, and fly around it, doing a beautiful cinematic for you automatically. You can do this with any object. Just hit active track, draw a rectangle around. Once it starts tracking the object, don't click go, but start recording and start moving, pitch and roll axis, and get your desired shots. That is a new tip for you to get beautiful cinematics without having skills of stick combination. So today in this video I have done multiple tests, especially the most requested and most demanded test was the active track test. And I can tell you, Hubsan Zino Mini SE doing absolutely an impressive job when it comes to active tracking. It was able to track me on my Cyberbot Mini at very good speeds while I put it in sports mode, and did not lose me from its targeting. When I came back, turned around, it flew backward. So active track on Hubsan Zino Mini SE is working very well, and that was the most requested test from many out there. If you want me to do more tests on Hubsan Zino Mini SE, please comment on this video and let me know what tests you want to request, and as per my time, I will do my best to bring you those flight tests on my channel. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that little bell icon, and turn on all the notifications so you'll stay updated for all the upcoming uploads. Now before I go, I do have 2 more fully charged batteries. I could test more features, but I'm saving them for the long range test. So I'm gonna add the battery and see how far I can go for the next test.
Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button. Right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button. Right?